Is it sane? Is it possible? Still I ask myself, are we, am I? In our game, it's not logical, but you contemplate, are we, am I?
I don't have to tell you. I don't have to tell you at all. It's Game 7. It's the Mariners, it's the Blue Jays with the chance to go to the World Series. That's what's on the line tonight. That is why you are here. One of these teams is going home. One of these teams is moving on to face the Los Angeles Dodgers in the World Series. Let me know, chat, how you are feeling. As you can tell, this voice is already not holding up. Baseball, we love it because it's every single day. It doesn't stop. You play one game, you flush it, and you got another one. Yesterday was yesterday's news. The Jays won. Thank you, Toronto Blue Jays, for winning that game. Now, it's a whole new day. It's a whole new ball game. Yesterday is yesterday. Who cares what we've done so far to get here? Friday, we don't need to address Friday anymore. Today is about today and winning this one game. It's one game at a time, people. And there's only one left. It's one victory for the next round. And Shane Bieber's on the mound for the Toronto Blue Jays to get that victory tonight in Toronto. Super chat, nice and early from Andrew Doucette that says, your voice is holding up like a Leafs Game 7. Why don't we get that out of the way, huh? Huh? Why don't we get that out of the way nice and early? Because there's a lot of you out there who think this thing has anything to do with tonight. There's a lot of you in the chat right now who look at this and it scares you. Can I just let you know that this isn't this? It's not that. Huh? These aren't the same. Your Blue Jays aren't your Leafs. Get that out of your head. It's Game 7 for the Toronto Blue Jays. Okay? It's not 1967. It's 1993. Okay? 92, 93, back to back. In our lifetimes, some of us of that vintage. I was a baby. I was 1. But still, it's not 67. There's no curse of Harold Ballard. There's no choking year after year after year. It's not 2013. It was 4-1. It's not 2018, 19, 2020. At least it was in the bubble and in 5 games to Columbus. It's not 2021 to Montreal. It's not 22, 23, 24, and 25. Those are the Toronto Maple Leafs, okay? These guys were in the American League Championship Series in 2015. That's the conference finals of baseball for those of you who are only hockey fans and just catching up. That's further than the Leafs have gone in a longer time than that. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. We all know it. We've all seen the pictures. I'm going to pull it up for you right now. I'm going to let you know what this guy isn't scared of. And that's you people with your darn curses. All of you who think this thing is the same. The voice. The voice is just, it's just failing on me a little bit here. Look at this. Look at this man. You think this is someone who's scared? No. That, ladies and gentlemen, oh, get that out of the screen. That person right there is the best performer in the entire Major League Baseball postseason this year, and who's having one of the best and most historic postseasons of all time. That is not hyperbole. He's up there with the greats on what he's doing right now at the plate. So get that out of your head, that this man is afraid of anything. Vladdy knows what he's doing. Vladdy is that boy. I hope you understand that. Okay? Okay? We're a couple minutes here from first pitch. Woo! Oh, yeah, that letter, the A, that means he's a real fan. He didn't just pick up this jersey today on the way to the arena. He's had it. He's had it in his home. Deep breaths, everybody. I hope you got your beverages. I hope you got your snacks. I hope you are locked in for tonight. I'm pumped, baby. I'm pumped. Wes Richard, thank you. Wes Richard, who's always hanging out here. Super chats. How many super chats, Wes, you doing this time? 20 SDP VIP memberships. Thank you, Wes. Woo. You feel that little pounding in the chest? It's a little nervousness because it is Game 7. How can you not feel a little nervous? But we're here. This has been a great season. Shane Bieber's on the mound warming up. I got my tea to keep this voice all warm. Nick Murphy says, game hasn't even started yet. Jesse's voice is begging for mercy. I'm going to run this voice into the ground. If I have to lose my voice for this team to make it to the World Series, that's a small sacrifice I'm willing to make. Okay? That's why I got this tea here. Give me a sec to sip my tea, people. Still got water on my face from that squirt. It's a little awkward just watching me drink a little tea. Sipping my cozy tea. Ooh, I'm so snuggly next to my tea. Ah, good. Tastes like victory. I got a cup of victory. I'm hoping the Blue Jays got one too. I'm wearing this for good luck. I don't want to hear about any Toronto curses. This team on my shirt broke any of that. First pitch underway in Toronto. The stadium is on their feet right now. Everyone at Rogers Center is standing. Julio Rodriguez doubles. Oh. All right. All right. That's one way to get things going. Julio Rodriguez doubles on the second pitch of this game. Okay. And now Cal Raleigh is at the plate. Emo Jalapeno says, we the correct kind of believers. Yes, we are. We saw Trey Savage pitch out of a bunch of jams. Why can't Shane Bieber do the same? Okay? We are not wavering our support from this team. Tonight, we have a cup half full attitude. You see that? A cup half full attitude. J.U. Wang with the super chat. I got all the Leaf jerseys here. I'll throw it on. I'm not afraid. That logo has nothing to do with the logo that we are watching tonight. Remember that. Remember that as you watch this team here compete against the Mariners. Pickoff attempt by Bieber. Throws it high. Throws it high. 1-1's the count. Bieber on Raleigh. That's a little dribbler down the first base line. Foul. Foul. So, Vladdy had a decision to make there. Charge that ball, retire Raleigh, or try and let Shane Bieber finish him off with a strikeout. That was the decision there by Vladdy. He decides to give Cal Raleigh another swing. That might come back to bite him in the big dumper. We'll see. But Vladdy doesn't charge that ball. Shane Bieber throws a ball there. It's 2-2. St. Louis to the max with a super chat says, historical fun fact, Seattle has never played in a Game 7 in franchise history. Toronto has only played in one. 1985, lost to Kansas City. If the Jays get a lead, it will be their first Game 7 lead as a franchise. And it will be also Seattle's because this is their first. That is a historic fun fact. Detroit says, go Jays. Cal Raleigh looks off that ball in the dirt. It's 3-2 in the count. 3-2's the count for Big Dumper against Bieber. None out. Man on second. Vladdy made that decision to not pick up that baseball before it went foul. We'll see what that results in. Lot of nervous moments here early. That ball is foul down the right field line. Foul off the down the right field line. We reset at 3-2. Did Vladdy make the right decision here? Not grabbing that ball and collecting the out and letting it go foul so that Bieber can deal to Raleigh once again. We will see what he does with the 3-2 pitch this time around. Bieber gets him swinging. No doubts. No doubts. Early Bieber dealing. First out of the game. That was a great piece of pitching there. Gets Raleigh to chase on that 93.3 mile an hour fastball up and in the zone. It was foul tipped and Alejandro Kirk was able to squeeze it. Josh Naylor's at the plate now, the Canadian. John Tavares tweeted, "Let's go Blue Jays. The city is electric. The country is behind you. Now is your time. Good luck tonight and bring a World Series to TO." JT is on the side of the Blue Jays tonight, as you would expect. Josh Naylor, also Canadian. We're hoping secret psyop on our side. Hopefully he records an out here to benefit his hometown team. Francois LaBelle writes, "Go Expos, go Habs." Habs leading 1-0. Are you watching the Habs game? How dare you? How dare you right now, as the Blue Jays are in Game 7 with a chance to go to the World Series, you're watching the Habs. Naylor uses a timeout at the plate. Polcom with the chat comment of the night. They said, "I read that JT tweet with too much emotion. Anybody who knows John Tavares knows I should have read that tweet." Yeah, very excited for the Blue Jays tonight to just get a win. Go Jays. That's how we need Steve Dangle on the horn to do his John Tavares impression right now. Yep, they're really excited for the Jays to win this game. Josh Naylor here. 2-1's the count. 3-1 now. Bieber needs to start throwing some strikes. 1 out. You don't want to walk them. It's not what we want in this scenario. We don't need a walk. They need some kind of out. Naylor finds a hole under Vladdy. That's going to bring home a run. Naylor's on first. Seattle starts this game up 1-0. Vladdy diving to his right. Can't get that ball. Oh, so close. Just under him. On that replay, Vladdy is so unbelievably close to getting that ball. This is what the Blue Jays do. The Blue Jays come back in games. There's a lot of baseball to be played. Let's not be concerned, people. There's a lot of baseball to go. Jorge Polanco's at the plate. The count is 1-1. Francois LaBelle explains, "I am on the phone. The Habs on Prime on the tablet. STPN on my TV." That's a good little afternoon. Or evening, I should say. It's 8 p.m. Eastern. Jason Patrick with the correct assessment of the situation. How are we going to come back if we don't spot them a lead? The Mariners need a lead for the Jays to come back. That's the only thing that's happened here in the top of the first inning. We got a long way to go. We'll see how the Jays play through this one. It's just unfolding in front of us. Plenty of game left. Don't let one run get you down. Everybody's on their feet for the 2-2 count with one out and the runner on first. What does Jorge Polanco got? This atmosphere is electric right now. Bieber holds. Ball in the dirt. Full count again. Lots of balls in the dirt here by Shane Bieber. That was a slider. He's really throwing it low here. You can throw Polanco strikes. He's not a real great contact hitter, I would say. Pickoff attempt by Bieber. On Josh Naylor on first. The Mississauga, Ontario native. That slider has not been sliding over the plate for Bieber. It's been low all afternoon. And here he goes, 3-2. That ball's grounded to short. Oh, it's off the helmet of Naylor. Is that going to be runner interference? Did Naylor deliberately get in the way of that ball? Because if so, it should be runner's interference and both should be out. Okay, the umpires are now getting together to discuss. If it was accidental, then it's just one out. But we'll see what they decide here. If Josh Naylor deliberately tries to get in the way of that ball. Yes, he does! Josh Naylor out there looking like Michael Jordan jumping from the free throw line. He leaped in the air to hit the ball off his head. Come on. He jumps. If you're trying to get out of the way, you duck. Both the batter should be out. Naylor should be out. This should be the end of the inning here. That is the correct call. This should be the end of the inning. They're talking it over still. Josh Naylor leapt into the air. Like, this should be such an obvious call here. He jumped. He was doing his vertical testing at the combine. They're like, Naylor, okay, get as high as you can, try and touch the CN Tower. And then bounced off the back of his helmet. John Christian says, spit out that gum, you traitor. He's betraying his country right now. Josh Naylor is betraying all of Canada by getting in the way of that ball. Out! Out! Yes! Correct call. Let's go. Jays get out of that inning. Yep, that was the correct call. Thank you, umpires, for making the correct decision. Josh Naylor should have been out. He should have, yeah, okay. Jorge Polanco's out. Unassisted double play by Ernie Clement is the official ruling. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. Tori Nira says the official score is ground into double play against Polanco. That is correct. It's going down as an unassisted double play by Ernie Clement. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, lineups here for the Blue Jays. Let's bring this up here. Lineups here for the Toronto Blue Jays this tonight, I should say. I always want to say this afternoon. They are going with Springer, Lucas, Guerrero, Kirk, Varsho, Clement, Barger, IKF, Jimenez. That is the exact same lineup as yesterday. The Seattle Mariners are going with Julio Rodriguez, Cal Raleigh, Josh Naylor, Polanco, Orozarena, Eugenio Suarez, Crawford, Rivas, and Robles. Robles is in the game today. Was not in the game yesterday. Canzone was in right field yesterday. That's their one change in the lineup. Boom. There you go. On the mound, as you know, for the Toronto Blue Jays is Shane Bieber. But on the mound for the Seattle Mariners is George Kirby. George Kirby, a pretty darn good pitcher. The Blue Jays have their work cut out for them at the plate. But as we have seen so far in this series, they can hit the ball. We have a super chat here from J.U. Wang. No, Jesse, you need to commit to the bit. Be bold and put in the trust like Vladdy. Put that crust on you for the entire game. LFG, let's friggin' go. I will put that on. Vladdy did it. I'm not scared either. That's the captain. That is my leader. That is the man they gave $500 million to for 14 seasons. If Vladdy can wear the Leafs jersey, I'm just going to put it on, and then I'm going to take it off because it's too hot in here for this. But maybe I'll put it on later again, but I'm putting it on. There's no bad juju in this. There it is. It is Game 7 in Toronto. What are we wearing? A Leafs jersey. I don't affect the results of this game. All I know is these Blue Jays are not these Leafs. That's it. Oh, George Springer gets a pitch up and inside. Up and inside, Kirby on Springer to start the game. How can you guys say I don't have an effect on the outcome of the game? I'm also wearing this if you weren't here earlier. This thing is the reason there are no curses. '19, we're world champions, baby. World champions. There's no curse in Toronto. The curse belongs to that logo. This is where the curse lies, okay? Believe it. R. Brucer says, it's Game 7 in Toronto. My money's on Seattle. How dare you? No. All of you, boo. Cam Redax. Unc Jesse, you just jinxed us. Hey. I'm Unc, but I didn't jinx anything. Okay? George Springer's at the plate, and the count is 3-2. Walk! George Springer's on first base. You want to know who's out here supporting us? Austin. Austin's right there. Nathan Lucas at the plate now. None out. Man on first. Shout out Sedin Magic 1591 with the super chat. I said it yesterday and it worked. So Jays, if you care about the children at all, you will win this game. This game is for all the children in Canada rooting on their hometown Blue Jays. This is Canada's team. We got a local market of a country. 1-1 is the count here against Nathan Lucas, Mr. Gerby. Nathan Lucas flies that ball out to left field. Randy's over grabbing it. Mr. Rosarena catches it for the first out of the inning. And now we have Mr. $500 million, our captain, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The hottest hitting MLB player in this entire postseason. He's on so much fire. Starts behind in the count 0-1. Don't forget to hit like on the stream. It is 0-2 in the count now against Vladdy. He got a fastball right down the middle. 98-mile-an-hour sinker. Right there. That was a good pitch to hit. But you know, it's Vladdy. And he gets an even better pitch to hit there. That ball rolls into left field. We are cooking with gas. Oh, if you were concerned that Vladdy was 0-2 in this count, all your concerns have faded away because he's on first base. George Springer's on second. 1 out. Captain Kirk is at the plate. Vladdy can't be stopped. You might as well just walk him every time. Put him on base so he can't get extras. Because he's going to get a hit. Because he can't be stopped. Alejandro Kirk is at the plate now. That ball, scrambles away from Raleigh, but George Springer can't break for third. Check out Vladdy's postseason ranks coming into this game amongst hitters, minimum 40 plate appearances. That ball's in the dirt. 1-0 still for the Mariners. 1-0 in this count. 2 batters on. Kirk at the plate. Mountain visit. They're chatting with Kirby because they're already nervous. We got Caleb Swain saying, what makes a good breakfast? I wake up and I taste victory every morning. Honestly, I skip breakfast a lot. I don't really eat breakfast. But I like breakfast food. Alejandro Kirk's at the plate. 1-0 is the count. Kirby's going to deliver here. He gets the benefit of that call. It looked like it caught the strike zone, but umpire calls it low. Kirby delivers. That one's called a strike. Sinker 98. That's a good pitch. That sinker that Kirby throws is a really good pitch. All right. Kirby on Kirk once again. 3-1. A lot of people championing overnight oats. Overnight oats are very good. Love me some oats. I might like my oats a little bit too natural for some of you. I know people like to put a bunch of stuff in oats. Walk! Oh! Dang. Dang. That ball just on the outside corner. I like oats with my oats. I don't like stuff in it. Kirk here, 3-2. Foul, or is that going to get out of play? Yep, foul ball. You know, you boil some water. You pour them over some oats. You put raisins in it. I'll take raisins. Just all natural raisins. Throw them in there. You let it sit for like 5 minutes. It cooks, that boiled water cooks all the oats. You eat the oats and raisins. That's your breakfast. That's what I like. Kirky, 3-2. Fouled off. Alejandro Kirk strikes out. That's a good pitch by Kirby. Up in the zone. It's a sinker. Elevate. Oh, it's a four-seam, actually. 98 miles an hour up in the zone. That's a good pitch. You can't do much with that if you're Kirk. All right, we got to argue about breakfast food. That looks like what we're doing tonight. Varsho, Kirby. Varsho swings through that one. Bad swing there by Varshy. Varshy, 0-1's the count. 2 out here. Dalton sneaks one by the second baseman. George Springer's going to score. Are we all tied? We're all tied, baby. The first Olay of the night comes off of the bat of Dalton Varsho. It's 1-1, people. All square. 2 hits apiece, 1 run apiece. Dalton Varsho drives in George Springer from second. Vladdy to third. Varsho's on first. And now Ernie Clement, who's hitting .447 these playoffs, is at the plate. This is who you want at the plate. Puppy Girl 2023. You got it. The snail. The snail is here for his first appearance of the night. The DOS are out and living well during a Game 7. We've never had Game 7 Dancing Animal Squad before, but here we are. They will reserve their appearances for another run for the Blue Jays. They'll be back out if or when these Blue Jays put up another run in this ball game. Ernie Clement here. That ball is going to be caught in center field. That's 3 outs. Julio Rodriguez gets under that one. And that is the end of the inning. The Blue Jays right back in this thing. You guys were worried? Who was worried? Not this guy. You. You in the chat. Screaming, oh, game over. Come on. Come on, people. Jay's right back in it. Tie ball game. What are you guys saying about breakfast? Who out there was chit-chatting about breakfast? I got a bone to pick with all of you. Trying to mess up my breakfast. A lot of people saying some stuff about putting stuff in oats. Luthien said chia seeds, cinnamon, honey, and dried apple chunks in my overnight oats. That's a lot of stuff. I don't need a bunch of stuff in my oats. Silent Rob said, Grandpa Jesse over here. I eat my oats like a grandpa. We got Snoopy Kendall saying 4 eggs for breakfast. I will boil eggs. I'll boil 4 eggs and eat them. That's fantastic. I eat coffee for breakfast, says YouTube for me, Lee. That's a good breakfast. Oftentimes, I will eat coffee for breakfast. Justin Fisher on the super chat. SDPN's very own Justin Fisher. Justin Fisher says, breakfast for dinner, yes or no? 10 subs if you answer right. I am a yes breakfast for dinner person. I will scramble eggs, have toast, bacon, the whole enchilada. Not enchiladas, but breakfast for dinner. I am a breakfast for dinner person. Yo, Deb. Shout out Deb. How does Deb know? Coffee and AG1. Yo, that's a good breakfast. AG1 is the bomb. You ever want to feel regular? Have AG1. Justin Fisher with the SDP VIP super gifted memberships here. Thank you, Justin. Appreciate you donating to the chat. And everybody who just gained a membership, please thank Justin. We are back in action here. Shane Bieber on the mound. Bieber fever tonight. Gets the benefit of a call there. Randy doesn't like it. Looks to the sky and wonders how that thing was called a strike. I don't like that in a game 7. You know, even though that call goes our way, I don't like when it's clearly a ball. It's a game 7. Let the players decide things. He doesn't get the call that time. He got the last strike, but he doesn't get this one. That's weird. Windwalker says, exciting series, but I think all that they're deciding is who gets ritually sacrificed to Shohei Ohtani. I actually agree 100% with that. I don't think either of these teams are beating the Los Angeles Dodgers. They are the Monstars, even though the Monstars lost, so that's not a good one. They are the Harlem Globetrotters against the Washington Generals, even though the Washington Generals beat them once. Is that a base hit? That's a base hit. Shane Bieber allows a base hit to Randy Arozarena. He is on first. Andres Jimenez, Gold Glove winner. Andres Jimenez. This is my Gold Glove Andres Jimenez trophy from Connor. Connor gifted me this at our live show this weekend. It's from when Jimenez was with the Guardians. They were giving these away, and Connor gave me his. Pretty cool, right? Bieber here allows another base hit. 1 on, none out. Eugenio Suarez at the plate. And Suarez gets on base. Shane Bieber's getting hit. Shane Bieber's getting hit like crazy right now. He's throwing the slider. He's throwing the slider and it's not sliding. Snap that wrist. Snap that wrist, Shane. Oh, bunt. Oh, Bieber goes to first. The bunt works. J.P. Crawford with the small ball. Giovanni, go away. Giovanni, you got to believe a little. So we got Rivas now, who's in the game. Did not play yesterday. No, Rivas played yesterday. Robles is the one who's freshened in. Rivas is in at the plate. 1 out here. Rivas, not a hard-hitting player. Not going to do a lot of slugging for you. Only 1 for 10 in this series, hitting 154 in the postseason. But Shane Bieber's got his work to do here. You don't want to give back the run that your team just got back for you here. So, Vladdy and Ernie there on third base are playing in. So if something's hit to the corners here, it looks like they might come home with the ball. But let's hope Bieber doesn't give him that opportunity here. Shane Bieber's going to deal 0-2 in this count. Roger Center's electric. Shane Bieber gets him. What are we worried about? What are we worried about? Shane Bieber gets Rivas swinging. One more to go. This is where we get a little nervous. Robles now at the plate, the number 9 hitter. You know how I feel about number 9's hitter? You throw strikes and you make him try and beat you. And that's what Shane Bieber does here. Gets out of this inning. Who was worried? Not me. Bieber dealing. Just like Trey A. Savage yesterday, getting out of his own jams, Shane Bieber pitches himself into some trouble, gets out of that trouble. 1-1. We remain heading to the bottom of the inning. I got something to show you guys. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to show you why we shouldn't be concerned. Oh, look at that. Game 7. Game 7. Here we go. Let me get myself out of the way here. I wonder if some of you know what's coming up. Look at this. Look at this kid. Oh, who is that? Who is this kid on the MLB field in Montreal playing catch with a bunch of major leaguers? The footage is a little grainy because it was way back when, but that is little Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on the field playing catch with a bunch of major leaguers. Oh, there he is. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay, here we go. Look at him field the ground ball here. Oh my goodness, he got the out. Vladdy records the out. Vladdy records the out at first base. He was born to do this, people. Vladdy was born to do this. There he is. Literally groomed from a child. To be on a major league field. Look at this kid. I just wanted to share that with the audience. He is a little bigger now. Yeah. Shout out Vladdy Sr. for making this child a Canadian. Like, he will forever be a Canadian. I know his English still isn't the best, but he is one of us. He is a Toronto Blue Jay, And he grew up around baseball. He grew up around the major leagues. He was raised to be a Blue Jay, to play for Canada, and to slug balls for Canada's team, the Toronto Blue Jays. Kirby's coming back to the mound here to face Barger, IKF, and Jimenez. He starts off the count 1-0 against Addison Barger. Barger having a good little series. 2 home runs, 4 RBI. 5 for 20, hitting .250. After struggling in that Yankees series, Barger has got it going now in this series for Seattle. Oh, foul. Oh, sorry, I missed your super chat, Bradley Miller. M's fan back at it again. Big old ball of nerves tonight. Best of luck, but not too much. I appreciate that, Bradley. Thank you for hanging out with us. I know it's a hostile environment here. Bunch of Blue Jays fans in this chat and on the mic here on the stream. But you have chosen to hang out with us, and I appreciate that. 2-2's the count here. Sidine Magic missed your super chat as well. Great work, Biebs. Offense, time to take the lead. Thank you, Sidine Magic. Barger grounds one up the middle. He's going to be thrown out at first. Nice scoop by Naylor there. Oh, my goodness. Ray Adlington says, does this make us all believers now? So far, we are. Through 2 innings, I'm a believer. I'm a believer. What about that one? IKF's at the plate. The Monkeys? I'm a believer? Anybody? Bueller? Is that an Unk reference? There's a line out by IKF. Naylor snags that one. That was a nice hit. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. That's how the song goes. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. Oh, that's going to be beat out by Jimenez. Okay, Andres Jimenez grounds it over to J.P. Crawford. Crawford can't throw it over quite in time. Andres Jimenez is on first base. Yo, it's a Shrek reference. It's Shrek. I know it's Unk, but it's also Shrek. Right? Come on, people. George Springer takes the ball high. It's a ball high. 1-0 is the count. Another ball high. Oh, thank you for the hydration check. I know I was born in the mid-1900s. But Shrek can't be Unk. Shrek is timeless. George Springer grounds out here. That's the end of the inning. Kirby gets out of this inning. Shrek's got to be timeless, right? What did I said? The mid late 1900s. Mid late 1900s. I tried to use the late 1900s because that's how the youngins, those Gen Zers, try and make us millennials feel old. They call it the late 1900s. So I call it the mid late 1900s. You know? I'm a mid late 1900s-er. That's it. That's it. 1-1 is the score. There's no game day 3D. Oh, yes, there are. Dalton Varsho's single here is what we got to watch. I got to pull it up. It's asking me to sign in. Oh, hold on. I got to bring up Game Day 3D eventually. Any youngins never seen Shrek? Is that a thing? Like, Shrek isn't old. Everybody's seen Shrek. Am I correct in feeling that Shrek is timeless? No, thank you, says Jesse's good looking for 75. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Dalton Varsho here. Finally got it up and running. The Game Day 3D. Dalton Varsho singling to tie this game. It was a good base hit up the middle. Right in the perfect spot. You see Varsho around there. Selly with the team. Selly with the first base coach. Oh, Selly with the dugout. Hold on. Let's get a good look at that one. Oh, it always jumps. Hold on. Let me see if I can get the fan view. That's Springer scoring. Oh, there he is going to the dugout. Let me see if I can get this one. Action cam. There we go. Oh, we're in the ground now at the Rogers Center. There we go. We're up and above. Here's Varsho rounding the bases. Fan control. There's batter. Okay, here's the Selly by Varsho. Look at him. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's go. Do a little jig with his arms. That is one hell of an animation. All right, we're back in action. Julio Rodriguez is on the mound. Bieber starts him off with a foul ball. Injury delay. I need. Sorry, I need to sneeze. Bless me. Give me a moment. Have some tea. That's my first sneeze on stream. All playoffs. Oh, thank you to the chat. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Julio Rodriguez back to the top of the order here. He's still speaking with the trainer. It looks like they're going back to the dugout. He's fine. That was a ball off the inside of the leg, off the inside of the shoe. He's fine. Yeah, Greg Knight says, don't hear any fans booing. That was a very interesting situation that happened with George Springer. I get being caught up in the moment because I was in the building when Kevin Durant went down in Game 5 of the 2009 NBA Finals. See this shirt? I got that after they won, but I was there when they almost won in Game 5. Is that a strikeout? Oh, no. They say Julio Rodriguez checked his swing there. It's 1-2 in the count. People, Game 5 in Toronto, Kevin Durant went down with an injury. People were definitely cheering. It was half because at the time of the injury, the Raptors actually went down and scored a basket on a fast break, and Kevin Durant was on the ground at the other end of the court. So a lot of people were just cheering because the Raptors scored a basket. But here's a ground ball to third base. That's going to stay fair. Nope, foul. Ernie Clement does not record that out. That's a foul ball. So some fans at Scotiabank Arena were cheering because the Raptors scored a basket. Some fans were cheering because Kevin Durant was out of the series, and at the time, it looked like Kevin Durant was going to whoop the Raptors' butt. He had just come back from his injury, and he tried to play through it, and then he was down. So I'm not excusing Seattle Mariners fans at all. What I'm saying is I understand what happened because it's sports, and sometimes people get caught up in the moment. You shouldn't do it. You're not great for doing that. But fandom is crazy sometimes. They're fanatics, right? So I don't think they're like bad people. I think it's people who, if you ask them straight up, they'd be like, no, I regret that. You know, I'm sorry. I apologize to this man. I'd never say a bad word to Springer to his face. You know, so because I heard Raptors fans boo Durant, and oh, no, that ball's hit deep. That ball's hit far. That ball is over the wall. Julio Rodriguez puts the Seattle Mariners back up in front of this game. That is a one-run bomb, solo shot. My mistake. Solo shot there by Julio Rodriguez. His fourth of the playoffs. Puts the Mariners up 2-1 here. Shane Bieber isn't looking great right now. Oh! Fan throws the ball back. You like to see that. Passion. Kyle Raleigh's out, though. That's good. Kyle Raleigh grounds out to first base. Bieber's getting hit a little. It is just 2 runs, but he's being hit hard. 5 hits through 2 2/3 innings. A lot of high sliders. Josh Naylor, oh my goodness, hit that ball hard, but Addison Barger's right there. Thank goodness. Second out of the inning. That's 2 straight outs on 2 straight pitches. That was a changeup to Raleigh, a high fastball to Naylor. 2 quick outs. Polanco now at the plate. I don't like how many pitches are of his are high in the zone. Like, you don't like seeing that. You don't like seeing that. We'll see. You're leaving him in there for now. It's not like his pitch count is crazy high or anything. It's 43. If you can get through Polanco here, it should be pretty clean. Cam Redknack says, you pull Bieber and put in who? Little? Yeah, Brendan Little. Brendan Little needs to get in this game immediately. Adam Wilde upset about the umpire. Ump blows call, leads immediately to a home run. The foul ball, that ball is foul. I thought that was a foul ball. Is that the one you're talking about? Bieber here dealing to Polanco. 2-2. That ball's high. Lot of high pitches. Lot of high pitches over and over and over again. That's another foul ball, though. Three twos the count. 2 out. Bieber, Polanco. Top of the third. 2-1 Seattle now. Oh, that's a base hit. Oh, the check swing? The check. Yeah, I don't know. The check swing, I think, was a little too tough to call. We need Shane. We need Shane to lock in here. Everybody's saying he went around. Rosarena, 5 for 22 in this series. Home run, RBI. 0-1's the count, 2 out. It's not time to get nervous. Joe is how I feel. You can't nitpick check swings. Get the batter out. Get the batter out. Calls are going to go both way on check swings. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, a check swing call, the ump cost us the game. That's not the mentality I have about these things. Like, Bieber's gotten a fair of called strikes when they were balls already. A check swing isn't something I'm going to fight over. Bieber to Randy. Ball away. Two out. 1 run given up in this inning by Bieber. Polanco on first. That's a swinging strike. There we go. Okay. Deep breaths. Should we do some yoga together? Are we doing yoga tonight? Are we putting on the mask of shame at any point? Do we get on the Toronto Maple Leafs jersey? The mask of shame comes down if at any point we feel like this game is lost. Right now, we're in this. It's only 2-1. That's it. Plenty of baseball still to go. They just came back from a 1-run deficit 2 innings ago. Everything's cool. Everything's fine. It's really hard to balance this thing on my head, and it's not coming down onto my face until we're ashamed of what we are. And we are not that yet. Chat, I know this might be a little early for you. I know we saved this till like the middler innings. But I'm feeling a little peckish. I'm feeling a little peckish right now. And you got to make the rest of the chat salivate. Our stream day tradition is for you to tell everybody else what you're eating tonight. What are you enjoying with the Jays game? Oh, we got a question from Robert Bett, and then we're getting to what you're eating. Hey, Jesse, if a batter hits the ball and it's caught, does it still count as a hit against the pitcher's stats? No. No, it doesn't. If it's caught and it's an out, that is an out. That is not a hit. There are other stats that track those things, like hard hit percentage. If the ball is hard hit, there's a percentage for that to count. Barrels, the amount of barrels. They're like it's a definition of like a certain type of hard hit ball. You can calculate that. But in terms of pure hitting stats, no. All right. Give me what you're eating. SDPN on the chat. I believe that's Robert Malloy says food time. Snoopy Kendall's got pizza for this boy tonight. Steak and mushroom melt pizza. Andrew has poutine. Yanni's eating air. If you're eating beer, let me know. Bass Tulin's eating Burger King. Malcolm with garlic fingers in Halifax. Oh my goodness, that sounds amazing. Yo, send me some. Sarah, hot chocolate and uncooked pasta. No, Sarah, that's disgusting. Brooke Henderson, I assume not that Brooke Henderson. Ice cream sandwich. Love an ice cream sandwich. Slawn, chicken noodle soup. I hope you're not sick. Enjoy your chicken noodle soup. We got Garen with homemade shrimp fried rice. Did a shrimp fry that rice? Nathan Lucas is at the plate. Ahead in the count, 2-0. Kirby throws another ball. What kind of tea we got? Denise asked. This is chamomile with some squeezed lemon in there. Some freshly squeezed lemon juice in there with my chamomile tea. Fantastic for this voice. Lisa, refried beans with nachos, fresh salsa, and my homemade hot sauce. That sounds fantastic. A Big Mac, says Ryan. Yo, Jackie with the breakfast for dinner. Some eggs, some bacon. I lost the chat. Thomas has spicy rum and neuters. I wish I didn't read that one exactly. Mary Wolf says Korean fried chicken. Slawn says they're not sick. Lucas here fouls one off at the 2-2 count. Mary Brown's taters. Everybody's having the Mary Browns this week. We've had a lot of Mary Browns in our chat. Skydiving's eating a beer. Fighting Amish with the stove dingle meal of choice. Chicken tenders with fries, buffalo ranch dipping sauces. Thank you, everybody, for checking in with your foods. Keep them coming. As we enter this bottom of the third inning with Lucas still at the plate. 2-2's the count. None out. Owens having chicken gnocchi soup. Gnocchi's not my favorite. Ah, Lucas strikes out. I'm going to be honest. I would never have gnocchi over pasta. Like, give me regular. No. Give me chickpea pasta. Give me. They have one. It's not chickpea. It's like a vegetable pasta. The OG chickpea one's good too. Like the brand is called Chickpea. That thing's so good. Vladdy's going to fly out here to right field. Second baseman Rivas runs out to shallow right field, catches that popper by Vladdy. 2 quick outs here by the Blue Jays. In the bottom of the third inning, Alejandro Kirk now at the plate. Yo, David with some good old Panago pizza. Kirk, swing and a miss. No thank you, says rare gnocchi disliker. I appreciate it. Is that rare? Do the majority of people like gnocchi? Gnocchi is so like chewy and gross. It's so tasteless too. Gnocchi itself doesn't have a taste. Why am I eating this tasteless chewiness? Give me some chickpea pasta, people. Gnocchi is an affront to pasta. Anybody who's choosing to have gnocchi over some good old tradition pas, shame on you. Give me some tradition pas. We got Kirk at the plate, lining out to shortstop. Blue Jays down real quick in that inning. Kirby with how many pitches on the night? 48 pitches through 3 innings. Makes quick work of Lucas, Guerrero, and Kirk. That's 2, 3, and 4 down real quick. Robert Beck with the pork steak with Greek salad. I like that. Graham Strang says, imagine doing these streams before pitch clock. Yo, we'd be here all night. Honestly, I might refuse. If this was a pre-pitch clock era streams for baseball, I might not be doing it. We'd be here for 4.5 hours. I don't know if I can do 4.5 hours of stream. 3, I'm okay. 3.5? We have a couple 3.5s. So like those are some time. But like 4? 4.5? 4.5? You think my voice is gone now? Robert, that steak with Greek salad sounds delicious. Owen says gnocchi is supposed to be like a pillow. If it's chewy, it's been made bad. Why would I want to eat a pillow? Why would I want to eat a pillow? Yo. Robert, why are you talking people off a ledge? Robert says there are 7 more innings. Are people down and out? Are you down and out on these Blue Jays already? There's so much baseball to be played. It's the bottom of the 3rd inning. We're going to the top of the 4th with Bieber on the mound. This thing ain't over. It's a 1-run ball game. I'm getting more spam calls. This was an earlier rant from earlier in this postseason. But what happened to my society where I didn't get a million spam calls and texts 24/7 from random numbers? What happened to my country? Bieber is facing Eugenio Suarez here, and Louis Varland is getting up to start throwing. As Shane Bieber's pitch count is at 53. He's been hard hit a lot. He's been leaving a lot of balls high in the zone. Schneider wants somebody loose in the pen. Swing and a miss there on the 2-0 pitch. That was a great pitch there. 12-6 action on that slider. Eugenio Suarez strikes out here on the slider. I said 12-6 action on the knuckle curve. This one's the slider. Gets him far out of the zone. Swings through it. That's 1 out in this inning. Firefighter Holman says, why wouldn't they put Scherzer or Gausman in this early instead of Varland? I think Gausman on 2 days rest should be your first option. I'd like to see him out there for a couple innings. I don't mind going Varland. You go Varland quickly, maybe 2 innings Varland, 1 inning Varland, because this is his job, right? Gausman pitching out of the pen is a unique scenario. He's not used to it. Who knows if that's an uncomfortable situation. Starting pitchers are so meticulous. I don't mind going Varland first. That's what I'm going to say about that. But Gausman should be something that Schneider's thinking about here. I would definitely consider putting him in the game. He doesn't get the benefit of the call on that one. Calls it low, but he gets Crawford to swing through this one. It's now 2-2 in the count. Roger Center's on their feet because there's 2 strikes. 12-6 on that knuckle curve. Fouled off by Crawford. Yo, Eric Lauer doesn't exist. Eric Lauer was a figment of our imagination. Eric Lauer did not play this season for the Blue Jays. You made that up. That was a distant memory. Eric Lauer is not on the Toronto Blue Jays. I don't even know who you're talking about. Eric Lauer is not a person that exists in the city of Toronto. You might as well be saying Jimothy Timothy. You know, why don't you put Jimothy Timothy in the game? John Schneider has forgotten that Eric Lauer exists, so I guess he doesn't exist. 3-2's the count, 1 out. That ball's lined into the corner. Dang. J.P. Crawford gets on base here with a double. Ah! J.P. Crawford, nice piece of hitting to stay with that ball. That ball was outside of the zone. Oh, wait, let me check. No, it caught some of the plate. That fastball is on the outside edge, I should say. 92.7 miles per hour. But J.P. Crawford is laid on it correctly, and he hits it the other way. Into the corner. Doubles. Rivas now at the plate. 1 out. And Varlin is warming up even more now, trying to get stretched out and get into this game. Rivas swings through that one. It's 1-2 in the count. I wonder if Marco Estrada, who threw out the first pitch there, can come into this game, throw like 3 changeups, get Cal Raleigh out when his turn comes up in the order, and then retire again. I'd love to see that. Bieber here dealing to Rivas, 1-2. Swing and a miss! That is a knuckle curve. No, that's a slider. I keep calling these pitches wrong out of the glove. Slider, swing and miss, Leo Rivas. That was definitely a slider and not the curveball. It was 85. Robles now at the plate. 0-1's the count. 2 out. Bieber 1 out away from getting out of this inning again. He's been being hit a lot. Not a lot of runs being driven in. I'm sticking with Bieber right now. I don't know if I'm going to Varlin at the top. I know John Schneider is really going to want to. Bieber's shaking his head. 1-1. Ball away. Are you feeling sleepy, Jesse? How dare you? All I'm asking for is Estrada to come into this game, throw 3 change-ups, and leave the building. That's what I want. Three and one's the count. 2 out. John Schneider is begging to get out there and remove Bieber. John Schneider's favorite thing in the world is to walk out to the mound and remove pitchers. Oh, that's ball 4. What did I say? What did I say? There it is. John Schneider's not taking any chances. You want to check these pitches? This is the Robles walk. Oh, hold on. This is the 4th pitch there that John Schneider's really mad about. That number 4, if you can see it there on your screen. That ball 4. He thought that was a strike. It wasn't. It was a ball. It was a ball, John. And then if we go back to the Rivas out, he got struck him out, so it's fine. You don't have much to complain about, John Schneider. All right, temperature check. Do we believe that removing Shane Bieber right now is the correct decision? How are we feeling about this game? Robert Bet says try bringing in Tony Hand. Justin Fisher writes, who are you going to trust? A stupid ump, a dumb robot, or handsome Shane Bieber? I'm with handsome Shane Bieber. Biebs is pissed. Scott said he just started crying. Inconnu says a bit nervous. Matt says it's fine for now. Biebs is mad. Louis Varland's been good recently. Let's try and bring up a still here of Shane Bieber. Louis Varland has pitched in all but one of the Blue Jays postseason games. All but one. Louis Varland just can't stop coming out to the mound for the Toronto Blue Jays. 10 of 11 games. Okay. This is Louis Varland's team. Tube says 41% of this chat thinks Bieber should stay in. It feels like the decision was always going to be third time through this lineup, Bieber's going to be done. You know? It was going to be up to him to retire this team twice through the lineup, and then there's a good out by Varland. Not even phased. Easy. Easy. Like, I feel, it feels really calm right now, right? Like, I'm not worried. It's 2-1. The top of the 4th. Eventually, I'm going to start saying, there's not much baseball left. Eventually, you're going to start hearing this. Because things are going to get antsy. But right now, people, we're just chilling. We got no problem. The Muzak's playing. Like, Louis Varland's in the game. He's been solid. Shane Bieber's job was you got this lineup 2 times through. You got 9 plus 9 again. And that third time, you're not getting there. You knew this beforehand. You're the one who gave up 7 hits. This is your time to be removed from the game. 3rd time through, we're going to Varland. We're going through the pen. There's plenty of arms in there tonight. You got Scherzer. I assume Gausman might be available. You got Hoffman for as many innings as you need. Man. The bats, they looked all right. 3 hits already in a run. They've been hitting the ball hard. This is for the World Series. This is the World Series. These Jays just aren't going to go meekly into the night. They got so many innings here to get things rolling. Due up for the Jays. Varsho, Clement, and Barger. Outside of Vladdy, those are the hottest hitters we got. Varsho drove in the run earlier. Clement is hitting as well as Vladdy. And then Barger's had an awesome last 3 games. Man, we good. You want me to throw back on that Leafs jersey? Show you how good I am? Curses don't affect us right now. These Blue Jays aren't the Leafs. It's not a meltdown. We're hanging out. 1 win away from the World Series. Man, we good. We good. Varsho's here against Kirby. 0-1 is the count. Kirby starts him off with a strike. Called on that slider. Nobody wants the Leafs? Nobody wants this. Gabe Spires up. That's a good omen. These Toronto Blue Jays have hit Spire well. I'm willing to tempt fate because I don't have an effect on the outcome of this game, and the Blue Jays aren't the Leafs. That's the theme of tonight. Vladdy wore the jersey. I can wear the jersey. It's also, I don't know if anybody noticed, the Bieber jersey. It's the Bieber one, and then he hated the brand, Drew House, and he said he didn't like them anymore. Shane Bieber was on the mound. You know, I put the jersey on for Shane Bieber. Now that he's out of the game, we still got a Bieber in the game. You know, those kind of vibes. It feels right. That's a strikeout. Varsho strikes out on a sinker. It was in the zone. He had to swing on that one. Ernie Clement here at the plate now. 1-0. Kirby throws one in the dirt. 1 out. So Alex says, I have 0 confidence in this team. What has made you believe that this team can't win games? Was it them beating out the Yankees for the American League East title? Was it a last place team to a first place team? Was it them having one of the greatest postseason offensive performances in history through this point in the postseason? Was it their starting pitching being pretty darn good, the relief pitching being a little shaky, but them fighting through that every which way? Was it them leading the league in comeback victories and them having one of the most high comeback victories ever in a Major League Baseball season? The Toronto Blue Jays deserve you to believe in them. They are a team you should believe in. That is an out there by Clement, who flies out to second base. 6 straight outs retired by Kirby. Ladies and gentlemen, like the stream, it helps out the boys. That's North 95. Thank you. Thank you for the reminder. Please, if you are here, hit like on the stream. If you really like it, hit subscribe on the channel. We appreciate every sub and every like. Thank you. Addison Barger's at the plate now with 2 out. Barger against Kirby. 1-1's the count. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Kirby with that slide. Kirby has clearly found something in that sinker and that slider. He's really been mixing them up. He's really gotten a hold of these Blue Jays hitters. They've been shut down this time through the lineup. The Blue Jays have been really shut down through this part of the lineup. The goal now with these at-bats should be to extend them. You know? So, some stats on the Blue Jays. They've come out against the Mariners. Hey! Barger, single. The Blue Jays have been one of the highest first swing percentage teams. Oh, that ball is right up the middle, but Rivas is positioned perfectly. He touches second for the force out to end the inning. So against this Mariners team, the Blue Jays have been seeing something. They've gone out and they've swung at a lot of first pitches. I was just about to tell this story about swinging at first pitches, and what does IKF do? He swings at that first pitch. This was a strategy by the Jays coming into this series. They saw something with the Rays pitching in that they throw a lot of first pitch strikes, and the Jays have been jumping on that. It's been a team effort. But in this game here, what I'm asking for out of these Jays, turn it around. Wait things out a little. You want that pitch count of Kirby to climb a little here. If I'm the hitting coach, I'm saying, okay, the first pitch swinging is not going to get done against Kirby because Kirby's sinker and his slider are going right now. They're working. He's found something this time through the lineup. Barger there was able to get a base hit. He worked that count. That single happened on the 5th pitch of that at-bat. Pretty good. Like it. Resulted with a single. I'm hoping that the next time through this lineup, we're going Jimenez, Springer, Lucas next up. I assume Kirby's going to still be in there. I hope they can chase that pitch count. I hope they can get to the Mariners bullpen because that's going to be a key here. The Blue Jays have hit that bullpen well, and I think they can hit it well in this game, especially an arm like Spire. Spire does not have a lot of pitches. He's one of those guys who's like, I got my curveball, I got my sinker, I got like 2 pitches, I got maybe like my 2-seamer, whatever. It's a fastball type pitch plus my off-speed pitch, and that's kind of all I know. When you face that time and time again, you're going to get used to that hitting. And if the Blue Jays can get to those relievers in the Mariners' pen that have those same pitches that they've seen a couple times, I have confidence that that's going to get those bats going. So they need to work through Kirby here. It's going to be tough. He's very good. He's on his game. But later in this game, in these middle innings here into the later part of this game, I expect big runs from the Jays. That's why I'm chilling. That's why I'm here hanging out. That's why I'm believing in these Toronto Blue Jays. That's my little spiel here. Okay? Okay, friends? Okay? We're good. Louis Varland is out again for the Blue Jays. He's facing Cal Raleigh. Brian Wu is up. Brian Wu came in relief after not pitching since September. If you're not familiar with Brian Wu, Seattle's ace. Oh my God, Cal Raleigh smoked that. Cal Raleigh smoked that thing. The big dumper dumps one into the Mariners bullpen in right field. He takes his dumper around the bases, touches all bags, and that's a home run by Cal Raleigh. Oh, Louis Varland threw an awful pitch. Louis! 94 in the middle of the zone. What are you doing? Naylor lines out, though. Oh, my God. You want to see where Louis Varland threw this pitch and he thought it was a good idea? Look at that. Right down the heart of the plate, a chains up 93. Of course, Cal Raleigh's going to hit that thing. My goodness. You can't leave pitches there, Louis. Mr. Varland, that is not how you record outs. Francois LaBelle with the super chat update from the Habs game. Slav scores. Hey. It's 2-1 Habs. Let's go. 2-1 Habs. I want the Habs. I want the Habs to do good. They're easy team to root for. Vladdy picks that one up. Tough hopper. Catches it. And records the out there at first base. That is the second out of the inning. Nice little play by Vladdy. Vladdy's really matured into a solid first baseman. For those of you who forget, way back when, Vladdy was a third baseman, and they converted him to first base. And he's really taken hold of that position. Nominated for a Gold Glove this season, correct? Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but he got that Gold Glove nominee this year. And our boy has become a great first baseman. Randy Arozarena, 0-2 in the count against Louis Varland. 2 out, 0-2. Foul. That is a pop fly in the air by Arozarena. That's caught by IKF. That's the end of the inning. 3 out. We move on. We move forward to the bottom of the 5th inning. We'll see if Kirby is still dealing. This is the 3rd time through the lineup. This is the important part of the game here. This is when the Blue Jays will have to do some damage here. We're looking at these middle innings. We're giving them some time here to get things going. Bryan Woo is coming into the game. The ace of the Seattle Mariners, who's been out since September, returned in this series against the Blue Jays, and the Blue Jays hit him well. They hit him far. They hit him deep. And let's see if they can have a repeat performance from earlier in this series. They got 2 hits in 2 innings, to be fair. But still, there's 1 walk, 1 earned run, 2 hits against Bryan Woo when he was in the game. John Christian with the money ball here. The Moneyball stats say John's not a stats guy, but looks like we need more runs. Yes, indeed. That is what the Jays need to do. Their bats need to get going. The pitching's actually been decent. I will take 3 runs through 5 innings allowed to a very tough Mariners team. A lot of people forget when you're playing baseball, there's another team on the other end of the diamond. You are never going to shut out the Mariners here. 3 runs is solid so far with how they've been swinging. The Mariners have been swinging well. They've limited the damage on 8 hits. You'd expect more out of the Mariners. So now it's up to the offense. That's what I'm asking right now. If it's been a decent job by the pitching staff, I'm asking for an excellent showing from the offense to pick them up. We got a super chat from Francois Labelle. I'm going to help. Go Expos, go Jays. Former Baby Expo Vladdy is on the Blue Jays, so it's like go Expos, right? Bryan Woo's on the mound. Robert Bett says, turn your shirt around backwards. Call the t-shirt. I call it the t-shirt rally. Start a new trend. I have a cap in case we need the rally cap. It's too early. It's still the bottom of the 5th inning. Jimenez is here at the plate. Takes a ball. Still too early for the rally cap. 2-0's the count. 39. No, we're not doing Habs versus Sabres talk. It's the bottom of the 5th inning in Game 7 of the ALCS. I don't know if it's time for Habs versus Sabres talk and who's easier to root for. All I know right now is Jimenez is up 3-0 in the count with Bryan Woo on the mound. He's got to be taking all the way, and he is. That's a strike down the middle. Cam Redknack says, get rid of the shirt and call it the no t-shirt rally. Start a new trend. Bryan Woo comes into the game, walks the number 9 hitter. Unbelievable. Andres Jimenez. Draws the leadoff walk. And George Springer is at the plate. Can you believe this? Bottom of the 5th. George Springer up. Swings foul. That was a long foul. George Springer with the right knee contusion after taking that ball off the knee earlier in the series. He's got a nasty bruise, but that's not enough to keep him out of the lineup because George Springer is a gamer. Oh, swing and a miss. 0-2's the count here on Springer. George, regular season MVP of the Blue Jays. 0-2. Swing and a miss. That ball was far outside. That was a good pitch by Brian Wu. Fooled him completely. That thing, coming out of the hand, that's such a tough pitch. Nathan Lucas here. Fouls one off, the first pitch, 0-1. Robert Malloy with the correct assessment on Brian Wu and why he's so deceptive with those sweepers. You think George Springer looked bad on that? It's because those pitches come out of the same tunnel. They're looking the same coming out of the hand. And that thing just died right to left on your TV screen. Fooling George Springer. Nathan Lucas here. Grounds into a double play to end the inning. It's rough. That's okay. They're not challenging here. That is 5 innings done. (3-1) is the score for the Mariners over your Toronto Blue Jays. What? This chat is really negative tonight. Why is the chat so negative tonight? It has never been this negative. What's with the season over? Jays choking. We're done. This is over. That's brutal. That's brutal. All right. All right. It's game 7. What if I put on the jersey? Is putting on the jersey gonna spark some confidence in the chat? Someone says because Steve's Leaf subscribers are here. Alex says we are all trauma bonded by the Leafs. No, so okay. Okay. Do I gotta do the rant again? Robert, let me know if I need to do the rant again about the friggin' Toronto teams thing. Hawk23 says the Monday Blues really hit the chat hard. I'll never forgive Vladdy for wearing the Austin Matthews 34 jersey. Okay. Hold on. Let me see if I got the ring. All right. In my hands, I have a World Series 1992-1993 Toronto Blue Jays bat. It's signed by the members of the team. It was sponsored by Panasonic when they did the bat giveaway. This thing comes from a back-to-back championship in my lifetime. It's a pretty cool thing that I like to look at and remember that, oh, Eugenio Suarez flies out to left field. There we go. 1 out in the inning. Sir Anthony Dominguez is in the game. Gets him on the second pitch of the at-bat. Fly out. Done. 1 out. Perfect. This is pretty cool, right? This thing was won by... This championship was won by a Blue Jays team that is based in Toronto, right? Okay. We've all established they've won. Yeah, a lot of people got these. They gave these away at a game when I was like a little kid, right? Pretty cool. All right, the Blue Jays won that. This thing, I don't know if you can see this. A lot of you probably don't know what this is. Oh, J.P. Crawford is going to be retired by Kiner Falefa, who gets that ground ball. Hudson goal, 3-1 halves, Francois LaBelle. Showing the replay again of this IKF play. It hit him like on the leg. I don't even think he got that ball at all, but just good defensive play to get his body in front of it. That's a great fielder right there. Stays with that ball. Fantastic. Leo Rivas is at the plate. Sir Anthony Dominguez is making quick work of the Seattle Mariners here. Rivas takes a ball low. Leaky, I don't know how to say your name. Hey, Jess, Mets friend from LI. LI is Illinois? No, LI. Long Island. You can't use L. I'm not from New York. I was supposed to know Long Island. Oh, I guess Mets fan. Hey, Jess, a Mets fan from Long Island. I got there. Wearing my Long Island Ducks hat for some bird support. Here's a pop out. 3 outs. Sir Anthony Dominguez comes in the game. Retires the Mariner 3-0. People! Believe in your Blue Jays for once, please. It's not a Toronto curse. Let's get back to business. This thing is a world championship ring from the Toronto Raptors. In 2019, the Toronto Raptors won a championship. They won a championship in a bigger sport than hockey. The Toronto curse isn't a thing. That was 6 years ago. What? When was the last time a team from 6 years ago won a championship and then the city's like, oh, we're cursed? No, it's Leafs brain, not Toronto brain. Keep the Leafs separate. The city isn't cursed. We have this. And we have this. World Series, 92-93. That was a long time ago, but it was recent. It was in our lifetimes. If you're 31, it was in your lifetime. 32-ish. 31? Still. And if you're like 6, if you're a 6-year-old child, this one is in your lifetime. It's not a Blue Jays curse. Jeez. Keep this logo out of your Jays talk, please. This team has had a very successful season. They're 1 win away and 3 runs from making the World Series. That doesn't sound cursed. They beat the Yankees cleanly. This is a 3rd round. They won so many games in the regular season, they got a bye and didn't have to play the 1st round. What? What curse? How does that make sense? That's it. That's all I wanted to say. James Stemler. I don't want to read that. You're going to anger. It says this is a losing battle. James Stemler says I'm fighting a losing battle. Gausman is what I asked for. Remember like 2 innings ago when I asked for Kevin Gausman? We're getting Kevin Gausman. We're getting him. We're getting him, people. Things are looking okay. Vladdy's at the plate. Why did we let the Leafs carry this energy over? They have what if you don't care about the Leafs? What if you're just a Jays fan? Have you considered that? Have you considered that there are people who are just baseball fans? And they live in the city of Toronto, and they're just Jays and Raptors fans, and they have a championship and playoff appearances, and things are fine because the teams they root for win games and don't let them down and are a likable team. The Blue Jays are so likable. I root for them to do good things. I am on the Blue Jays side. God forbid I root for the team I like. Wow. How am I the bad person for wanting the Blue Jays to win and rooting for them to win and believing in them? Just because Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner and William Nylander and Freddie Anderson and Jack Campbell and blah, 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 blah let you down doesn't mean the Blue Jays are bad people. Go, Vladdy. Jeez. What is happening? I'm dumbfounded. All right. James says, to be clear, I support your take. Just hard to change the minds of that many people. Vladdy fouls this off. It's 2-2 in the count. Jay Wang says, am I right? Problem is not D, it's O and hitting right now. Yes. The problem is George Kirby and Brian Wu are pitching well. That's the problem, okay? Like, that's a hard problem to solve. Sometimes in sports, we forget that the other team is also trying to win the game. And sometimes the other team has really good players, and you're trying to solve those players. That's what Vladdy's at the plate trying to do right now. That's what Kirk's trying to do right now next. That's what Varsho's going to try and do after him. That's what Clement's going to try and do. Barger, IKF, Jimenez, Springer, Lucas, and then back to Guerrero. Guerrero, unable to solve Wu this time. That's a swing and a miss. Ghost of War with the super chat. I appreciate all super chats. Ghost of War with the tongue-in-cheek. You heard it here, folks. Jesse doesn't want the Leafs to win. My rant about the Jays applies to the Leafs as well. I make a living covering the Leafs. I want them to do well because that means I do well. I get money when the Leafs win because then I get to keep doing my job. Not directly. That's not what I mean. I mean, like, business is good when the Leafs are good. I like the Leafs to win. I like going to Leafs games and going to the locker room and talking to the guys. I'm sorry that I like the teams I root for. It's a foreign concept for some people to like their teams. I like the Raptors too. I hope Brandon Ingram is all of a sudden Shea Gilgeous-Alexander and the best player in the league. I hope Scotty Barnes is prime Michael Jordan. I hope Grady Dick is big and large and girthy on the court because he's Grady. This is Alejandro Kirk at the plate. Alejandro Kirk finds a way to solve Brian Wu here and gets a single. Are we cooking? We just might be. The real Colin Campbell, I hope not, on the super chat says, I believe if the Jays win tonight, can you ask Steve to forgive me? Steve will never forgive you, the real Colin Campbell. We are in Stress City. Stress City, population, me in the chat. Curtis says, it's a Drake curse. He was born a day after the last cup. No, it's not. Drake's a fan of the Raptors. They won the NBA championship. No curse. Yo, Gary. Shout out Gary. That's what I want to be known for. Positive rants. Steve Dangle is the negative ranter. I'm the positive ranter. The cup half full attitude. Cup half full attitude. We will be all positive all night long. Oh my God. I don't even know if it's positive anymore. I just hope you're along for the ride with me. Varsho's at the plate. Wu delivers a low pitch at the feet of Varsho. 1-0 is the count. That one is hit out to right field but caught. Corgan, will Kirk steal second? No. Kirk will not steal second unless some miracle happens. I don't think Kirk's getting a scoring position unless there's a pass ball. That's a ball low to start the account. To start the account. One out, 2 out, bottom 6, man on first. Clement grounds out. Kevin Gausman's coming in. Kevin Gausman's coming in. Robert Bet says, Mary Brown's chicken and Costco gravy. Yes, please. I'm not the biggest gravy person, you know. I'm not the biggest gravy person, but Mary's Brown chicken, thumbs up. We have a game day 3D to watch. We have not watched the Cal Raleigh home run. I promise. We will watch every game day 3D of every home run, regardless of team. We'll go back to the top of the 5th inning. Louis Varland was in the game. We will show this replay here. Cal Raleigh at the plate. Varland dealt. He left this pitch middle. Middle. That was ugly. Cal Raleigh there. Oh, he put that thing way out there. It landed in the bullpen over there. I think that's the Mariners bullpen there in right field. Yeah, Louis Varland. We'll check out his reaction. We'll bring this one back. See how Varland handled this home run. Oh, he knew. Look at that. Sour look on his face. Just hands on the knees. Oh, Varland. Oh. Varland, no. No, he didn't like that. Nobody liked that. Jeff says, get the bat back in your hand, Jesse. I'm sorry, I can't hit for this team. Schneider won't put me in the lineup. Schneider won't put me in the lineup. Yeah, the offense was going for this team for a bunch of games here. But it's not going tonight. And I'm not saying that the Jays are losing this. The Mariners are winning. You know, it's not that I think the Jays have like lost it and they're terrible. Like that's not the attitude to have with this team. Like it's so disingenuous in my eyes to say that these Jays can't hit. Like, did you not see them have one of the best offenses ever in the postseason in every game before this? This is a fantastic pitching performance by two people, Brian Wu and Mr. Kirby. Kirby and Wu have pitched fantastic today and this afternoon, and they've been able to shut down the Blue Jays lineup that has been historically good this postseason. You have to give credit where credit is due. It's a 2-2 count here on Robles. Gausman is in the game. I was asking for this. I was begging for it. And Schneider delivered. I wanted Kevin Gausman in this game 7. He said he was good on 2 days rest. Kevin Gausman's the guy you want in there. That's way out to left field, but foul. Thank goodness. We have Gausman here dealing the 2-2 pitch. None out. Foul again by Robles. Gausman again dealing the 2-2. Swing? No, check swing. 3-2 now. I got something to show you guys. Three-two pitch here. Gausman to Robles. Ball 4. Damn. Take a look at this graphic. Take a look at this graph. Nickelback. Nickelback is Unk, right? Take a look at this graph. Here we go. Jays historic offense. This is offense through the first 10 postseason game, all-time ranks. Tied for 3rd, tied for 5th, 2nd in extra base hits. Home runs, 19, tied for 5th. Runs, 67, tied for 3rd. They have historically been really good. The Mariners are doing a great job tonight shutting down the Jays. That's a double play. They turn it. Well done, Gausman. Jimenez, IKF, Vladdy, turn it. Starts with Jimenez, goes over to IKF. They get Rodriguez running down the base pass. Now Cal Raleigh better be walked. Yes, he is. Yeah, Cal Raleigh's being intentionally walked. DThib, I'll read it. DThib49 says, "Are we threat level midnight?" Yeah, after the 7th, we are indeed threat level midnight. The Dwight Schrute robot. What was his name? When he was the robot in threat level midnight in The Office. Agent Michael Scarn. What was Dwight? I forget Dwight's robot name. Tell me in the chat. We're going to be threat level midnight very soon here if we get to the 8th inning and the Jays still are sitting on 1 run. Francois LaBelle with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Francois. Gosman falls behind Naylor 3-0 in the count. We just need 1 more out here. 2 outs in this top of the 7th. If you received a super SDP membership from Francois, thank them. Gosman walks Naylor on 4 pitches. You don't like, oh my gosh. Gosman. I've played that button a little bit too much. Too many times for that button to play today. Gosman's not throwing strikes. Robert Bett says, remember that not long ago, we thought the Jays wouldn't make the postseason. Facts. This was a last place team. Remember that. Last year, they were last. This year, they're first. It's been a good season for the Jays. And it might not be over yet. Okay? Stop writing the eulogies. Yanaki says we need the hype up music. Oh, the tense music's coming. Jacqueline K, how dare you? Oh, nice call there. Gosman throws a ball low, gets the call from the umpire. Beauty. Beautiful stuff there. Great call from the ump. Oh, doesn't get that one. 2-1 on the count. Francois LaBelle. Evans. 4-2 for the Habs. Jacqueline K, my vibes are donezo. It's been a frustrating game to be a Blue Jays fan right now. Low score in baseball. That splitter swung and missed. Gosman. Rogers Center. On their feet. Gosman looking for 1 more out to finish off this inning. He's trying to get Polanco here. That's a ground ball over to IKF, who throws it over to Vladdy. We all miss Bo. If Bo were in this game, where would he play? I guess an IKF spot at second, because Jimenez has been too good at short for me to take him out at short. Like, I would just say, Bo, go learn how to play second right now. Like, You can't play at short. Jimenez has been too valuable. His defensive runs saved are like through the roof at short. He's a much better defensive shortstop than Bo. I don't think you can kick Jimenez out of that spot. I'd have Bo at second base. That's how I'd play him. Hopefully he's ready for the World Series. How about that? How about that positivity? Back to what I was talking about before with this Blue Jays squad. The historic pace they've been on. This is their offense through the first 10 postseason games. Sportsnet had this stat. This is all time. Like every team that's ever been in the postseason through 10 games. This is pretty darn cool. That's why I'm willing to say that credit tonight goes to the pitching of the Mariners because they found a way to shut down this offense. You know? This incredible offense. It doesn't mean nothing. This doesn't mean nothing. Coringan in the chat says means nothing if they don't win. Like, I feel like this is still something. Like, we know what they're capable of. 29 teams didn't fail this year. You can still have a successful year if you don't win the World Series. And we'll see how this thing plays out, you know? We'll see how this thing plays out. We're getting ahead of ourselves here. Tommy says, when the Jays make the World Series, does Springer come out of the DH spot for Bo? So Springer, you can't really play Springer in the field because I wouldn't move off of Varsho, Lucas, or Barger out there. It's a tricky one where Bo fits in. I think the easiest spot is second base if he can navigate the outfield, the playing defense. You know, who knows how good he's feeling to play defense. Springer, you might be able to find somewhere for him. In right. You move Lucas over to right, Barger to third, Clement to... Oh, here you go. Springer to left, Lucas to right, Barger to third, Clement to second, IKF to the bench, Jimenez short, Bo DH. Figured it out. I figured it out. Schneider, call me. I'm always available if you need me to work out the World Series lineups for the Blue Jays. Sedin Magic 15 says, time to remind everybody why you're the best in the league at coming from behind this year. Facts. Facts. Addison Barger's at the plate. Deep breaths, everybody. Steve Dangle in the chat with the super chat from Stove. It says, click like, go Jays, go. Hit like on this video. Does a lot for the channel. Addison Barger leadoff walk. Rally caps. Rally caps, everybody. Rally caps. Addison Barger's on first base with a leadoff walk. It's rally cap time. Yes, this is a 2019 Raptors championship hat. I brought out all the championship gear for good luck. The ring, the hat, the shirt. Just to remind you, it's not a Toronto curse. It belongs to that tree team. IKF's at the plate. It's 0-1. 0-2 now. He fouls that one off. Baylouse says, last time I checked, this baseball game isn't over until we're at the bottom of the 9th inning. We have 3 outs. That's correct. That's how baseball works. That's a base hit up the middle. Hawk23 says he's not only a great Leafs reporter, he's a great assistant general manager for the Blue Jays. Like, what can't you do, my man? Oh, thank you. Yeah, if John Schneider wants to call me, I got some ideas on how to leave your pitchers in the game. Super chat from Hawk23, thank you. I am totally willing to lend my expertise on how to leave your pitchers in the game to John Schneider and how to never use Brendan Little ever. We got Jimenez at the plate. I believe he's going to bunt this thing over. Jimenez is probably going to lay down a bunt here. Bring the runners to second and third. We're getting tense here. This is where the Blue Jays need to cash this in. Opportunities have not come by a lot in this game. Rogers Center is on their feet. That ball is inside for a ball. 1-0 on the count. The Mariners fielders in the infield are coming way in. Jet Legends thinks he hits this for a 3-run home run. I don't think so. That's a bunt down. Success. Success. Jimenez lays down the bunt successfully. And he gives one an ace to the crowd. Brian Woo's done. Bazardo's coming in. A pitcher the Blue Jays are familiar with. They have seen him in this series. How are we feeling now, chat? Huh? How are we feeling now? Third Eye Epic says, see Woo later. Nice. Nice. I would be lying if I said I wasn't nervous. I'd be lying if I said to you the butterflies weren't churning with this baseball team. They have the tying run on second base right now. George Springer is at the plate. You can't mess up this opportunity. It's scary because George Springer's been the guy all season long. Ellie Nasser says, guys, I just came back from the future. Jays win 6-4. I hope so. You want me to play it? Do you hear that coming? I can hear it in the distance faintly. It wasn't even me who hit the button. George Springer. George Springer this season has been the one to get this thing done for the Blue Jays. He's been the leadoff hitter all year long since he took over that spot. He worked his way up to that leadoff spot. And ever since he took it over, he's been the leader on this team. If anybody's gonna get this done for the Jays, it's gonna be him. It's gonna be Springer. It's gonna be George! He hits it on the board! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Springer did it! He did it! That's a 3-run home run! Springer! Oh my god! George Springer! I can't believe it! Everything we could have asked for, our hopes, our dreams, our biggest desires, they've all been cashed in with the Springer Dinger. The Springer Dinger puts the Jays up 4-3 in the bottom of the 7th. I can't believe he did it. But I should expect him to do it because this has been the leader of this team. This has been the guy all year long to get it done for the Jays. The leader on and off the field. If anybody was going to do it, it was George Springer. Fighting through everything to be in this game. Mariners fans, I get why you wanted him out of there. You can boo him now. Boo him forever. He just hit a 3-run home run. Keep booing, Seattle. Where's everybody who didn't believe? Huh? Where you at? That's an all-time moment from George Springer. If anybody was going to deliver, it was him. He is him. We are back in this thing. Job's not done. 6 outs. 6 outs. 6 outs left. Bullpen, I swear to God. It's up to you. You guys want to talk hockey? How about the hockey mentality from George Springer fighting through everything to be in this game for you, Jays fans? That's why he's out there hitting home runs. Lucas, base hit. Lucas on first. Home run, Springer. Vladdy lines out. Thank you to everybody who gifted subs. Thank you to everybody with the super chats. I'm sorry, they all flew by. Let me see if I can get a couple. What now? How we feeling? It's not over. Chris Bassett's coming in. Six outs. That's Springer Dinger. Gets the Blue Jays 6 outs away from a World Series. J-Rock writes, I've been nervously checking the score. I saw 2 on, 1 out and thought I'll check in on Jesse. I catch you just before it sends it yard. Maybe you're good luck, J-Rock. Thank you for tuning in. Let me just get to some of your missed super chats here. Did Jet Legend's called the bunt. Shout out Sedine Magic with the Springer Dinger. Shout out Cam Rednax with the U Beauty. Thank you, Death Eater, for gifting 1 SDPN membership. Shout out King Diablo, who's tearing up. That's out number 3 of the inning. The season is saved. The season is still alive. We are still here. We're still cooking. I didn't hear no bell. Nick says the Sky Dome is on fire. Hawk20C, the 23 writes, the 2 cities who could lose in all 3 leagues in one day, Philadelphia and Seattle. Hilariously, the Flyers and Kraken play tonight. The Shadier Twin writes, chat, sing OK Blue Jays for the 7th inning stretch. You guys ready? How do we do this? Okay. No, it's okay. Okay. Blue Jays. What is it? It's okay. Okay. Blue Jays. Let's play ball. Okay, I think I got it. Okay. Blue Jays. Let's play ball. Is everybody doing it with me? Is everybody doing it with me right now, or am I just sitting here doing it by myself? Because this only works. Steve, you can't FaceTime me. Steve, you're stopping my video. Steve trying to FaceTime. Steve, I can't. So if you're listening right now, when you FaceTime me, my video stops over there. So you can't FaceTime. You can call. If you want to call onto the stream, you can. Okay, let's go back. Let's do it. Steve, if you want to, or if you call me on WhatsApp. If you video call me on WhatsApp, Steve, you can video call in. I can have you. Okay. Blue Jays. Let's play ball. Everybody did it, right? Let's go. 7th inning stretch. Okay. Little squats. Squats too, people. Everybody. All right. Chris Bassett's in the game. Six outs from the World Series. Six outs. Are you guys ready? We're about to get this thing underway. And we're starting with a quick out. 5 outs away. No, please no Mason Fluharty. Mason Fluharty is up with Jeff Hoffman. Chris Bassett's on the mound. Oh, my God. Robert Bett said, like I said, Jays are going to beat down the Mariners like Dangle on the Leafs. Suarez at the plate now. Oh, that's a ball even though it's a strike. Come on, ump! That's a ball. 2-1. Are we feeling Fluharty? Jeff Hoffman and Mason Fluharty are warming up in the pen. Two and two is the count. Bassett here dealing. Oh, that's a ball high. I don't want Mason Fluharty to see the mound, right? I'd rather just Hoffman. Three-two the count, 1 out. The Jays 5 outs away. Three-two again. Strike three! Suarez is losing it on the ump. Suarez, sit your butt down. Four outs away. 4 outs away. That's a ground ball. We're three outs away. Leave Bassett in there, right? I'm not getting ahead of myself. This is just chill, right? None of you. No, I'm not going to lose it on the chat. Nobody wanted to be excited when this team was down 3-1, and I was willing you guys to believe. They're up 4-3. The Blue Jays are 3 outs away from the World Series. I'd like to see a couple insurance runs here. Shout out who just gifted all of those SDP VIP memberships. Wes Richard in the chat. Varsho, Clement, and Barger due up here. I'm not willing to get ahead of myself here. Job's not done, right? Wes Richard says, late to the party, but better late than never. Let's freaking go. Facts. This is the calmest I've been all night. You know, everybody, Caleb Wilson says, Reds fan here, go win it all, Jays. Thank you. We're just trying to beat the Dodgers if we can get through the Mariners. I said Dodgers. Sedin Magic 15 says, what about Bassett going back out for the 9th? He looks great. I would leave Bassett in there. Savadra Savadrago says, keep him on the mound. There's another keep Bassett out there. This is so calm. This is like game 20, right? This game means nothing. Cam Redknack says, your Springer speech, then that home run was epic. Clip that. Somebody clip it. Yo, bring in Brendan Little. Baylouse says, with how insane this series has been, it feels fitting that Game 7 is the tightest of all the games so far. Facts. Dalton Varsho now coming to the plate here. Dalton Varsho looking to get some insurance runs for the Toronto Blue Jays. And Dalton Varsho's on first base, ladies and gentlemen. Who was worried about this? Who was worried? Who was worried? Who thought we weren't going to do this? 3 outs away? Ernie Clement's trying to bunt over Dalton Varsho. Ernie Clement at the plate. Let's see if he lays down this bunt. No. Pulls back successfully. George Springer pacing a little in that dugout. Clement takes a pitch there in the middle. Right in the middle of the zone. Shout out Modris, who says, you deserve at least some Toronto team to be successful in the playoffs. Cheers from Latvia. Jeffrey says, how can you not be romantic about baseball? That ball's hit into the gap. Varsho's in the third. Francois LaBelle says, never doubted it. Just don't check my chat log. First and third, none out. Chat, it's 4-3 Blue Jays. They're 3 outs away from making it to the World Series. I'm asked in the chat, how you holding up, Jesse? Not good. I might barf. There's a man on first, a man on third. Jeff Hoffman better come into this game. Leave Chris Bassett in there even. Like, Bassett looked fantastic in that top of the 8th. Barger here. 2-1's the count. Barger! Barger hits the ball so hard right at Josh Naylor. Clement gets doubled off at first. If that ball is hit 2 feet to the left or right, that scores 2. That one's to the wall. Everyone scores. You want insurance? Barger tried to deliver it there. IKF's at the plate here. It's 0-2 on the count. Addison Barger hit that ball so hard. He could not have put a better swing on that ball, but that's baseball, baby. That ball's outside. Munoz here dealing a 1-2 pitch to IKF. IKF fouls it off. Good swing on that. We're going to deal again here, 1-2 after that foul ball. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa grounds out to Leo Rivas. Oh my goodness! We're going to the 9th inning. The Toronto Blue Jays are 3 outs away from going to the World Series. Jeff Hoffman's going to be on the mound. Leo Rivas is due up. Robles is after that. And then Julio Rodriguez, the top of the order. This is it, people. Whether you've been here the whole time or you're just tuning in, this is the moment. The top of the 9th inning at the Rogers Center. With a chance to get back to the World Series for the first time since 1993. The pitching change is official. The substitution has been made. Chris Bassett's in the dugout. Jeff Hoffman's on the mound. Look what's on the screen right there. Look what's on the screen right there. You see that? You see that? George Springer, this is why I'm here. To play these games. These moments. This is why we are here. This is why we watch sports. This is why we watch the Toronto Blue Jays. This is why you are tuned in for these last 3 outs. This team, they waited until the very last moment to deliver for you. They were behind all game long, trailing 3-1. And the bottom of the 7th inning, George Springer said, "Nuh-uh. I didn't hear no bell. I'm not going home tonight. In fact, I'm staying here at the Rogers Center. And I'm partying with my teammates if we can get this thing done and deliver 3 more outs. And then I'm remaining in Toronto, and LA is going to come visit us." George Springer doesn't want to sleep in his bed tonight. He wants to sleep in the dugout covered in champagne. Forget a post-game shower. How about a champagne bath for a pennant? 3 outs from the pennant. 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 They're bunting for a single. You scared, Seattle? Leo Rivas trying to bunt for a single. Can't even swing the bat. Jeff Hoffman deals the 0-1 pitch. Low for a ball. Leo Rivas at the plate. This is the number 8 hitter in their lineup. Rivas is hitting 125. That's a strike. Throw strikes, Hoffman. Throw strikes. What do you got? 1-2 is the count. There ain't a seat filled at the Rogers Center. Everybody is on their feet. 1-2's low for a ball. 3 outs, Hoffman. All year long. It's all we've wanted you to get. 3 outs. Ball. (3-2), top of the 9th inning. 3 outs away from the World Series. Hoffman throws strikes. He gets him! He gets him! Jeff Hoffman! Strikeout! 2 more! When you were throwing pitches in your backyard to your dad, to your mom, to your brother, to your sister, to your cousin, to your Little League coach, whoever, this is what you dreamed of. You've been throwing these things all your life for this. Deliver. This is your moment, Jeff. Toronto's right beside you. We've had our doubts, but now you're our boy. Alejandro Kirk goes back to get that one. It lands in the seats. One's the count. 1 out. 2 more outs. What do you got, Hoffman? That's a ball high. Jeff, we're looking for 2 outs. Throw strikes. Make them beat you. That's a strike down the middle. 94. 94. Down the heart of the plate. Making Dominic Canzone try and beat him. 2-2. Jeff Hoffman! Jeff Hoffman gets them swinging! One more out! Oh my God! You know what's about to happen. You know what we're about to play. We've done it all stream. This is our thing. We've been waiting for this. Man, we've been together on this journey for about 2.5 weeks now. Every Yankees game, 6 of these Mariners games, it's come down to one more out. It's come down to a couple more strikes. That's all we need. And we're going to the World Series together. Jeff Hoffman gets one. 2-1's the count. Man, it's been a long year with these Blue Jays. We've had our ups and downs with this bullpen. We got all of our trust, all of our belief in their hands right now. We're asking for Jeff Hoffman to deliver us this final out. There's 2 strikes now. Rogers Center, 47,000 on their feet, cheering on our boy, the closer, Hoffman. Can he bring us back to the promised land? Ball in the dirt. It's 3-2. There's 2 out. It's 3-2 in the top of the 9th inning at home. The AL MVP is on deck. Don't let him see the plate. Julio Rodriguez, we need to retire him. Hoffman does it! Hoffman does it! Hoffman does it! He sends the Jays to the World Series for the first time since '93. They did it! They did it! They... Celebrate tonight, Toronto! They didn't believe in you, but you believed in you! Nobody believed in this team but the Blue Jays! They're not these leads! Shut up with your Game 7! Forget all of that! Toronto delivers! They got it in them! Vladdy did it! Hoffman did it! Varsho did it! Clement did it! Lucas! Barger! Straw! IKF! Jimenez! Bassett! Shane Bieber! Yay Savage! Mad Max! John Schneider! Even you! Even you, John Schneider! We love you! Thank you! Thank you for giving us this moment! Nobody thought you could do it. You were a last place team. You went out and won the division. You went out and beat the Bronx Bombers. Then you went out and shut down Seattle. Nobody gave you a chance, Toronto. Show them who's the pennant champs. Who won the American League? Go take on the Dodgers. We got Shohei coming to the Rogers Center. Bring them on, baby. But tonight it's about celebrating. Tonight's about celebrating this. Where's the champagne? Where's the champagne? Where's the champagne? I got the champagne. Hold on a second. I'm getting the champagne. Give me 1 second to get the champagne. I'm praying. Hold with me so I can get this champagne, people. We got the champagne! We're celebrating tonight in Toronto. We captured the pennant. It's not about looking back. It's about tonight. It's all tonight. Nothing else. All I know is we're going to the World Series. Pop your champagne if you got it, people. This tastes like World Series, baby! It tastes like a pennant! First time since 93 is what it tastes like! Vladdy, this is for you! You signed with the Jays when you were 16! Now you're a grown man and you're going to the World Series, and we're only here because of you! Thank you! Thank you! Four more wins, baby! 4 more wins! Vladdy's got tears in his eyes, and so do I. I'm soaked in champagne, and it feels so good. Thank you to all of you for hanging out with me. Thank you. All of you. Man. All of you hanging out right now, get that off the screen. All of you hanging out right now, thank you. I couldn't have spent this time with anybody else. We did it. We did it. Thank you. What a great time. George Springer. Oh my God. George Springer, I want to marry you. George Springer, I owe you. I'm gonna name my children. When my children ask me why they're named George Springer, I'm gonna show them today. I'm gonna show them the bottom of the 7th inning. George Springer Blake is gonna hate their name, but there's a reason for it. It's because of on October 20th, George Springer delivered a 3-run home run to send the Blue Jays to the World Series. Let me hit a button. Let me hit a button. Let me hit one more button. You know what I haven't hit? You know what I haven't hit? I haven't hit Olay. For the people in the chat who've been here all along, you deserve a little Olay. Oh my gosh. Bring out the DOS. Bring out the Dancing Animal Squad. The giraffe and the snail are together. The panda's on the Mariner. We did it. Another sip of champagne. Cheers. Oh my goodness. When's game 1? I don't even know when game 1 is. I don't care. I'll be there. I'll be there for game 1. I don't care when it is. George Springer. Yo, Vladdy's the MVP for real. Friday? Is it Friday we're going? Is it Friday we're hanging out? They're talking to John Schneider right now. Yo. You want me to say it? Is it about time? What happened? What happened? What happened? I thought we were cursed. I thought game 7s. Do I get to brag now? Do I get to brag now? What's a curse? What's a curse to a Blue Jay? John Schneider keeps swearing on TV. Yo, come Friday, Alex, Ohtani's on a plane to Toronto. That's a banger. That's a banger line. Yo, I thought the tense music was cursed. I thought you told me the tense music was cursed. I thought the Leafs logo was cursed. Yo, the Blue Jays don't care. The Blue Jays don't care. Team of destiny. Okay? Team of destiny. All right. I have to go clean my computer. I'm afraid the champagne might destroy some of my keyboard or something, the stream deck. Vladdy wore a Matthews jersey and he didn't care. Okay. Any closing moments from the chat? Any last words from the chat? You want me to call Steve? Okay, we're calling Steve. We're calling Steve. Where's Steve? Can you guys hear that?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Steve, you're on live.
I know. I was watching. I had to turn you off to talk to you.
What happened with that Matthews jersey Vladdy was wearing?
Buddy, he has more Game 7 wins in it than Poppy. It's unbelievable. It's absolutely unbelievable and completely believable at the same time. A pennant, a World Series, and just think, Jesse, just think. Probably the biggest weekend in SDPN history. Who will win? Jesse Blake's World Series streams or Adam and Steve streaming the Leafs versus the Sabres back to back?
I don't know. There's a lot of Leafs fans in the chat. You never know.
You know, I mean, Shohei Ohtani, but what about that Coolidge kid? Like, what about like Connor Timmins' return game, man? Like, there's a lot on the line here.
Little Alex Tuck action, contract negotiations.
Oh man, that guy might make as much as a relief pitcher if he keeps this up. Like a deep relief pitcher.
What are your thoughts on these Jays?
The find a way Jays.
Yeah.
The most comeback wins in the majors this year. I'd love to know if they've hit 50 regular season and postseason combined. I think this might have been 50 right here, because they had 47 or 48 during the regular season.
Yeah, because it was high 40s, so it must be 50 because they've come back in at least 2 games, you know?
And just like Springer, like what a huge moment for him. Hoffman Redemption Tour.
Yeah.
And Hoffman Redemption Tour with Cal Raleigh on deck.
Yeah.
The most lethal home run hitter in baseball this year. Hit a home run earlier this evening. And you leave him there with a bat in his hand.
Unbelievable.
And now the Scott Pilgrim journey continues. You make it through Aaron Judge. You make it through Cal Raleigh. and now you got Shohei Ohtani.
Wait, Steve. Hold on. Ted Rogers is holding up the trophy. This is what everybody came to see.
100%. You know what, Jesse? Even he can't ruin my mood. And I tell you what, he's not all that bad because I got him on mute right now. So
yeah, we all came here for you, Eddie. This is why we're here.
Yeah, my battle with him is the definition of you ruined my life. I don't even know who you are.
Oh my God.
Whatever.
Okay.
He brought a pennant.
Yeah, no, it's true. He owns this team, and we're thankful for him, I guess, in a way.
This is what your cell phone and internet bill went toward.
Yeah. Hey, I'm on Bell. You're calling on a Bell phone right now.
So am I. Screw those guys.
Okay, bye. Love you. Okay. One thing, we're just gonna end on this. We're gonna end on this. The greatest game day 3D we're ever gonna do. There's no other game day 3D like this. George Springer. I'm out. Oh my God. George Springer. Bomb. 3-run shot. Look at him celebrate. Oh, 4-3 Jays. Game day 3D. Thank you, chat. Thank you, chat. All of you who tuned in, you've been here for the whole thing. You're here for the end. The most important thing. I'll play some air horns again for you. Look at that. That's it for me right now. Hit like before you leave. Hit like before you leave. Hit subscribe if you really like us. I can't say thank you enough. I'm going to the World Series stream with you on Friday. I'll be here 8 p.m. Eastern. I hope you're there too. We did it. Blue Jays are going to the World Series.